Hey, it's Mike here, and today I want to show you how you can create a Microsoft Bookings page so that students can book appointments with you. First thing that you're going to want to do is if you go to my.wm.edu, you can go to Outlook, and I'll click on the Outlook link here, and it'll open up my Outlook page. Now, first thing that I need to do is find my Microsoft Bookings. If it's not here on the left-hand side, of icons, you can go to More Apps, and I'll click on More Apps, and you'll notice that I have this Bookings link here, and I'll click on that. So I've got my personal bookings page, and I can go ahead and create a booking page, specifically a meeting type for student presentations or for anything that you want students to book with you, or anyone for that matter. I'll go ahead and create a meeting type. And here I can add a title, so I'll call this Student Presentations. I can have the students, it can just say book a time to connect with me. This is the text that will appear underneath the heading. Location, you want to uncheck Teams meeting here. And then you want to add a location to it. And it could be your office or it could be a Zoom location. So if I wanted people to meet me on Zoom, I can go ahead and put in my Zoom address here. Okay, and let's say I wanted it to be a 30-minute long meeting. I can choose that, or I can choose 15 minutes, or I can choose a custom time. So I'll choose a 30-minute meeting, and let's say I want this to appear publicly. It'll appear on my bookings page, or privately, only people with a booking link can view it, whichever one you like. You can use your regular meeting hours, or you can use custom availability hours. So I'll choose custom availability hours because I only want students to book with me on times that I'm going to be in the office. So I'll say custom availability hours. And now I can say only during the following date range. So let's say I wanted it to start on January 20th, and I wanted it to go through January 24th. So it's going to be from Monday to Friday there. So now I can also choose what times during the day I want it to be available. So I want it to be available, let's say, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Monday, 11:30 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. or 4 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday, so on and so forth. Let's say I didn't want Wednesday to be in there at all. I could just turn Wednesday off. And let's say I like everything else. I can go to Advanced Options, and I can have a buffer time before the meeting. So let's say I wanted to have a 5-minute buffer time between meetings. I can choose 5 minutes, or I can just say no minutes. And let's say I wanted to have a buffer time after the meeting to prepare for the next meeting. I could select that as well. I can also limit the start time to 30-minute intervals, or anywhere up to 5-minute, 10-minute intervals. I'll leave 30-minute intervals will be the start time. So I only want people to be able to book on the half hour. Minimum lead time, let's say I don't want people booking 10 minutes from the time of the meeting. Let's say I wanted to know everything 24 hours in advance. So I'll click on that, and I'll choose 1 day in advance. And maximum lead time, let's say I don't want anyone booking more than 90 days in advance, so I can leave that. I can also set an email reminder to the person who's booking time with me before the appointment. So I can add an email reminder, and it can send them a message, let's say 30 minutes before, and I can say, whatever that message is. Hi, see you on Zoom, and I can even type in the location there again, in 30 minutes. Right, and I can save those changes, and then I can also have an email follow-up, so I can have them I can have a feedback form if I'd like. And that's it. I'll hit save. And now I've got this student presentations link, and I can check out what that looks like. So I'll go ahead and copy that URL, and let me paste it in to a web browser so I can see what it looks like. And there it is, student presentations, and it will recognize when I have time available on my Outlook calendar, so it won't allow people to book at that time, but now a student can go ahead and click on that and they can book a time with me. And that's how you create a Microsoft Bookings page. And once the student books with you, it will appear in your Outlook calendar, so you'll know that they booked with you and what time you're expecting them. And now that that page has been created, you can go ahead and post it for your students. You can either send them an email letting them know where to find that page, or for example, let me go back to that bookings page. I can find that. I can copy the link, or I can share it if I hit share. I can then copy that, or I can send an email to my students, and I can paste that link right in my Blackboard site so that students know exactly how to make an appointment with me.